Hello and welcome to my second video for a PvP guide. This one is a perfect completion for the previous video and I hope I can help you with those tips better. So I call this one an in-depth or an advanced PK guide. I will go in-depth on the pit part. Why is it so important to use the pit, or at least use the spec on the pit instead of not. Then I will go in-depth on the speccing part, so you learn the advanced speccing. Then I will tell you how you can find opponents so you don't always fight the risk fighters. Then I will show some tricks on the eating part and some more details in the PK. So I think this one will actually help everyone, even a risk fighter who knows the things but actually hears it again and then, you know, oh, okay, good to know, good to know. So I hope you will like it, and yeah. What was pit again? Alright, let us start with the pit section. I would show you first the Gmol to the AGS spec so you can see how huge the difference is when you spec off pit. There you go. You see the huge delays. He can react there, he can eat there. That's definitely nothing we want. Same for the double Gmol and AGS. Yeah, I don't know. He has also time to triple eat between the one tick, and I think no one who is a high risker will die to this. And now let us watch how it looks like if you're on pit, you know. There you go, we start off with the AGS to double Gmol, and there you go. Pretty instant, very short time to eat, very short time to react, what's most important. And let us look how it looks with the Gmol to AGS. There we can see the Gmol to the AGS is also pretty instant. Both hits are on pit, so you know they appear very fast. There you go. A better example is the AGS one tick. How you can see we're off pit at the moment, and I one tick the AGS, but hit shows up like one tick later. And when I have pit and do the one tick, there you go. He has no time to eat, he has no time to react. Else he predicts it. Got him. So what I really wanted to show you in the speccing part is to optimize your AGS to double Gmol, because I see many people taking their time. I know everyone says watch the on pit the splash. If you have pit, the splash is faster than the XP, and when you're off pit the XP shows up before your hit. That's also very important, keep this in mind. And to perfection this method is to just AGS whack. Don't watch for the splash, don't watch for the XP drop when you're still slow. Then you will always have a perfect AGS to double Gmol. You AGS, and while you AGS you Gmol. So I know you miss out on the RNG part, then you can double Gmol on the AGS, but you have to be really fast to watch the splash and decide in this second when you see the splash if you double Gmol. Most of the times you can prey on RNG, and in a high risk fight it will hit high, and you can, you know, you can count on your AGS in this part. I can't because I have shit RNG, but believe me, you can. Also very important is if you want to do the reverse AGS to Gmol, and it looks like this. You know, you fail the AGS spec. I didn't spec here, but I kind of tried to fail it, but it only happens in fight. And you recognize this. I have a simple solution for you, because this happens only because you're too fast on your F keys. You do the Gmol and the AGS, and the AGS don't get the message, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but you're too fast. In that case, you can always dodge this problem when you do this one. And you stay on this screen, and believe me, after this one you will never do this mistake again. It will never happen again. If you take your time, you don't have to stay on this screen all the time, you know, maybe because you will venge and you will eat. Just stay on the screen for 1 second if you think you're safe, and he will do this, because it has a problem with the connection, it's the pit, it's like something else. Believe me, try it out and this mistake will never happen again. Same for the double Gmol, by the way. If you do the AGS whack and double Gmol and he only one Gmols, sometimes it don't recognize the double click, so you have to stay a little bit longer on the spec screen, and it will always function when you legit double clicked. There you go. I can show you now how you do the invisible venge, what is very important. I give you a small tip here. do the invisible venge with an AGS spec while he hits you. So you can stack him out, you know, like 2 splashes from the venge and the AGS in the one tick, and you can get him down even from like 80 or 90 HP. There you go. Let me try the invisible venge here. There you go. There you go. That's it. You only have to do the venge directly on the tick when you have the AGS spec. And when he attacks you, you just have to wait for the right moment. There you go. And this would have been a 2 splash, you know, a perfect AGS to a 1 splash. And that's it. That's how you do the invisible venge. Very good in DH, very good in fight, and you can combine this with an invisible venge, AGS, and then a Gmaul after on pit. Very strong combo. That's bank loot, bro. Also very important for the speccing part is, let us imagine you have a risk fight and no one has armor and you will hit like constantly big hits. You can go for 2 big hits and then spec right after, so you have a high probability to get him on a potlock or on a Karmvan lock, or he's singled. And also you can always spec after he 888 and then restores. There you go, as we can see here. So always keep this in mind because you want to maximize the chance you killing someone. So also, when you get the chance after crazy streak, take it, spec after it on a no arm 100%, and you can also smite him there. So a good way to get someone off guard is to hit with your primary first, and when it's a high hit, you double Gmaul after. Same thing we like with the AGS whack, you can go with the melee from the primary and directly Gmaul, so you pray on the RNG that it hits, so you will get it 100% correct every time. Bro, I ate. So, welcome to the eating section. The good thing is, I can tell you have to use the whole potential from the food this time. So that means if you see like this HP and you have a no arm and you would accelerate now, he pulls out the Gmaul and you triple eat, you lose the whole potential of the triple eat. There you go. You can overeat in risk fights sometimes, but you don't do it too often. And always try to hide your restore. I think you can do this like this. You attack and there you go. As an eat, you can hide it as an eat as well. There you go. You can overeat sometimes, and never triple eat on a spec too early, because then you lose the whole potential of the HP. You know, like do a double eat on a Gmaul and then triple eat on the AGS spec after, and then again a double eat on the whack. And I will try to show you a clip where I try to eat perfectly, you know, use the whole potential of the food, hide your prayer pots and your restores as good as you can. Always hide that you're drinking something, because Risk Fighter will go for this and they will spec on this one as well. There we go, I'm in a fight with my friend here and I try to use the food correctly. I use the whole potential of every single food. There you go, I triple eat it and got the almost full of the triple eat, and after this when I triple eat again and I completely survived the spec. To this topic there's nothing much to say, if I'm honest. You can watch for people, they PK good or bad, and most of the times you spend a lot of time here and see names twice or 3 times, and avoid people with weird equipment like a red cape instead of a fire cape, because those people are baiter and I will try to bait you for your bank, you know. Also avoid the new Akir spellbook with the ballista combination. It's like amazingly strong if you don't know how to drink prayer pots. And if they max, you're smited anyway, so don't try it. By the way, I wanted to thank you guys for almost 100 subs, my man. Very nice to see, very nice to see. And I hope you liked this video. And if you watch my both videos, you should have been very okay on PKing. Then from this point, it's only a little bit training. But keep in mind, with all this information, you should be a very nice PKer soon. And I hope I could have helped you and you liked everything, you know. If you came to the end of this video, you can hit the subscribe button, and the bell button is, well, I don't care, but you can like this video or dislike it as you wish. And I hope you enjoyed it, and we can see us in the next video.